Hey YouTube, Tim Unkert from UnkertEducation.com here. In this video, I want to talk about variables in Python. But first, if you like videos where I do programming tutorials and where I show you how to install and set up software, make sure to subscribe. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get to it. So I have my Python folder open here, and I'm going to create a file called variables.py. Okay, and let's make a comment here. Variables are a container, or are containers that hold information. Okay, so in the previous video we were doing some arithmetic just with numbers. We could store those in variables and do things with them. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about variable naming. Now in Python, it's a dynamic programming language, so we don't have to declare the type of variable when we declare and initialize the variable. So if I want to do a variable for my age, I can just type age equals 46. Okay, age is the variable name. The equals sign is the assignment operator, and 46 is the value. All right, so we created a variable. We can do some things with that variable. For instance, I could add 1 to the variable. And if I printed something like age, I don't know, +1, if I run that, I'm going to get 47. But if I print out what age is, well, what do you think this value is going to be? Okay, so if I print this out, I'm going to get 46. So just adding 1 doesn't change the value. If we want to add 1, we use a different type of assignment operator. All right, so the assignment operator for adding to a variable would go something like this: age plus equals to age plus equals 1. Now if I print the value of the age and run it, now we get 47. So now I've actually changed the value of the variable. So we can do something with assignment operators. A little bit about naming. Let's talk a little bit more about that. So let me go up here. I'm trying to organize myself. So I'm going to make some comments. Variables cannot start with a number. Variables can't have a space, so they cannot have a space. But in Python, you'll see an underscore a lot, and that's called a snake case. So snake, and I'll show you snake case. So that's snake case is the Python variable preferred naming convention. In other languages, you'll see camel case, and camel case usually has the first word lowercase and then every word after that is uppercase. In Python, you don't use that as much, but Java, something like that, uses camel case. You can't name the variable a reserved word in Python, so you can't name the variable a reserved word in Python. So for instance, I couldn't name a variable print or def. Def starts with a function. And if you want to know the reserved words, okay, so if we want to figure out what the reserved words are, let's go down here and let's just make a comment, reserved words. Okay, so what I can do to figure out the reserved words is I can print, and I can do help, and then in quotes I can do keywords. So if I run this, I get all of these reserved words like def to define a function, class, continue, global, if, import, lambda, non-local, with, try, return, etc. So if you want to figure out what words you can't name the variables, those are some. If you do want to include a number in the variable, you can do that. You just can't have it as the first part of the variable. So you might have something like name 1 equals Tim. Okay, that works. Name 2 equals Ben, something like that. And this will work just fine. We can print name 1 and we can print name 2, and then we can run that and it all works out. We print Tim and Ben. Okay, let's get back to assignment operators. The assignment operators that you can use here So for addition, You have plus equal for subtraction. You have minus equal for multiplication. You have asterisk equals for division. You have either slash equals. I think you can use the double slash equals. Let's actually try that. So let's set num1 equal to 10, and then we'll say num1 double slash equals 3. Okay, let's see if that works, and we'll print out num1. Okay, so if we run that, we get 3. Integer division. So you can do that. Okay, so we can use that for division. Exponentiation would be double asterisk equals. Let's try that one. So instead of num1 2 slashes equals, let's do 2 asterisk equals and print it out. And we should get 1000 if this is working, and it's working. So we get 1000 down here, and the modulo as well. So modulo, so we could do a percent equals. So I could do, instead of these 2 asterisks, I could do a percent equals. And if I do that, I should get 1, which I do. Now the most common ones we would use would be addition and subtraction. So for instance, let's say I had bank savings or something like that as a variable, and that was equal to 10,000. And then I said bank savings minus equals 1,000, and then let's print bank savings, and if we run that, we get 9,000. So a bunch of different things you can do with variables. You can store strings, you can store numbers in them. We'll learn about booleans as we go on. Yeah, so we'll get into that at a later point. I think this is a good intro to variables. If you found this video helpful, could you please give it a like, as it will help the video out a lot. Thank you.